Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now it's Rosen. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 15 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. That's complete to John Ross. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. His guys take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability, as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses, because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off inside the 10. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys, because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
You got nothing there. You got nothing.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which also...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. John Ross, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, the 20, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Let's go. Henry, 56. Check 56. Check.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Jump.
Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there from McCaffrey. 46 yards on the ground. Open man is Ross, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Pollard. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And a super return as he gets it inside the 25-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to go down again. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
He'll drop to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Rosen. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Rosen now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rosen off the play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Charlie! Mike 96!
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Rosen will throw, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Rosen, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Keep it up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
2nd and 15. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And now it's Rosen looking. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Rosen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenny Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. To try again after the sack. Rosen, flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
A gain of 7. It's
And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rosen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 99.
McCaffrey. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability. Extra point try good by Gano as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play action here with Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hap.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
So Mike's number one.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for the Panthers. 56 yards. To throw is Rosen. Open man is Ross, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Mike, check. 59. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back. That's it. Mike 5'9",
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here.